Hello friends. Today we are going to discuss the important multiple choice questions on company law. Basically, these questions are related to the Companies Act 2013. So let us start with first question. It asks who are the owner of a joint stock company? Okay, so this question says who are the real owner of joint stock company, and options are directors, shareholders, creditors, or managers. So we all are aware that the real owner of joint stock company are shareholders. So here option B is the right answer. Directors are the representative of shareholders, right? They are not real owner, but real owners are the shareholders. So here option B is the right answer. Next question says who look after the management of a joint stock company. Here options are board of directors, shareholder, creditors, and members of the company. Okay, so shareholder and members of the company are same and one things. Shareholders are also known as members of the company, right? We know that as shareholders are very large in number, so they cannot take part in the day-to-day management of the company. Therefore, they appoint their representative as a directors, and all the directors combinedly form board of directors, right? And this board of director is responsible for the day-to-day management of the company. So here option A is the right answer, right? Let us move on the next question, and it says the initial investment made by owner in his business is known as. So the initial investment made by any owner in his business is known as capital, basically, right? So here option C is the right answer, right? This is direct statement, students. See, the initial investment, the word is initial investment made by owner in his business. Okay, so it is known as capital. So here option C is the right answer. Next question says authorized capital is also known as dash capital. So students, here I would like to tell you about this, that authorized capital is the capital with which company gets registered itself. Okay, this capital is mentioned in the Memorandum of Association of the company. That Memorandum of Association is the fundamental document which is required for the registration of the company, right? So basically authorized capital is also known as registered capital, because with that capital company gets registered itself. Okay, and this capital is also known as nominal capital. Okay, so basically authorized capital, registered capital, and nominal capital are same things. So here option C is the right answer. That is, authorized capital is also known as nominal capital, right? Next question says issued capital is a part of dash which is offered for subscription. Friends, read this sentence carefully. You can definitely get the clue in that in this sentence itself. It says issued capital is a part of. So issued capital, it is basically issued for public subscription. So question, this sentence asks us issued capital is part of dash which is offered for subscription. So obviously issued capital is the part of authorized capital. Okay, so whatever authorized capital company has, out of that capital only company can issue capital for public subscription, right? So here option D is the right answer, right? Issued capital is a part of authorized capital. Okay, let us move on the next question, and it says dash is the amount of capital for which company has received applications from investors. See friends, these questions are on the classification of share capital. Okay, so, or capital, classification of share capital or types of share capital of the company, इस पे ये सारे questions है. So इसमें authorized capital, registered capital और nominal capital same thing होता है. This authorized capital is the maximum amount of capital which company can raise through issuing shares. Okay, then issued capital, it is a part of authorized capital, right? And now this question number 6 says dash is the amount of capital for which company has received applications. Okay, तो जब company shares issue करती है तो उसके लिए applications आते हैं. Okay, and this capital is known as subscribed capital, right? So basically subscribed capital is the amount of capital for which company has received application from investors. So here option C is the right answer, right? Let us move on the next question, and it says dash is the part of uncalled capital which company decides to keep aside and call at the time of winding up only. See friends, this is tricky questions. It asks us about dash is the part of uncalled capital. Okay, so when company receives application from the public, it is called subscribed capital. Subscribed capital के बाद company call करती है shareholder को, तो subscribe capital के बाद called up capital and uncalled capital, ऐसे दो पार्ट होते हैं. एंड ये क्वेश्चन है डैश इज द पार्ट ऑफ अनकॉल्ड कैपिटल, मतलब जो कंपनी ने अभी तक कॉल नहीं किया है. Okay, dash is the part of uncalled capital which company decides to keep aside and call at the time of winding up only. Okay, so this sentence asks us about that which is the part of uncalled capital which company has decided to keep aside and call at the time of winding up only. Friends, this capital is known as reserve capital basically. Okay, see, from this sentence itself, we can guess logically that dash is the part of uncapital which company decides to keep aside. मतलब कंपनी ने रखा है बाजू पे, और कंपनी विल कॉल दैट अमाउंट ओनली एट द वाइंडिंग अप. ओके, तो एक तरह से ये रिजर्व करके रखा है, राइट? सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दिस कैपिटल इज नोन एज रिजर्व कैपिटल. सो हियर ऑप्शन बी इज द राइट आंसर. Okay, reserve capital is the part of uncalled capital which company decides to keep aside and call at the time of winding up only. Right. Let us move on the next question, and it says equity shares are also known as. So this is direct question and easy question. We all know that equity shares are also called as ordinary shares. Okay. So here option B is the right answer. Equity shares are also known as ordinary shares. Let's move on the next question, and it says which of the following is or are the modes of raising of share capital. So the question is on the modes of raising of share capital. In how many ways company can raise share capital? Now let us see the options, and options are public issue, private placement, and right issue. Okay, let us discuss these options one by one. Public issue, yes, company can raise its capital by offering its shares to general public. So public issue is one mode of raising of share capital. Then private placement. Yes, company can sell its shares privately to the friends and close relatives, okay, without publishing the prospectus. So this is another way of raising share capital. And next is right issue. So right issue, it means right shares are offered to the existing shareholders at a discounted rate, okay, to raise the share capital. So basically public issue, private placement, and right issue, all these three are the modes or methods of raising share capital. So here option D is the right answer, all of the above, right? Now let us move on the next question, and it is dash is the most common method of raising of share capital. Okay, so in question number 9 we have discussed about the various modes of raising share capital, and this question number 10, it asks us that which is the most common method or popular method of raising share capital. So it is obviously the public issue, right? So here options: public issue, private placement, right issue, and bonus shares. So here public issue, so here option A is the right answer, right? Public issue is the most common method. ओके, इसी मेथड से मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज, ऑलमोस्ट 90% कंपनीज इसी वे से कैपिटल रेज करती है, राइट. Let us move on the next question, and it says only dash company can issue prospectus to appeal general public for subscription of shares. Okay, so only dash company. So here options are public company, private company, holding company, and subsidiary company. So obviously it is public limited company or public company which can issue prospectus to appeal general public for subscription of shares. In simple words, only public limited company can sell its shares to the general public, right? Private limited company cannot issue or sell its shares to general public by appealing them through prospectus, right? So here option A is the right answer. Only public company can issue prospectus to appeal general public for subscription of shares, right? Let us move on the next question, and it says when shares are issued to close friends and in family relation without publishing prospectus, it is known as. Okay, so in previous question number 9 itself, we have discussed about public issue and private placement, right? So this sentence says when shares are issued to close friends and in family relation without publishing prospectus. Okay, prospectus publish nahi kar rahi hai company. It means company is issuing its shares privately, and that issue is known as private placement of shares. So here option B is the right answer, right? So here for question number 12, uh, option B is the right answer. Okay, let us move on the next question, and it asks dash companies are not allowed to invite the public for subscription of shares. So see student, this is also one of the easy questions and direct question. Dash companies are not allowed to invite the public for subscription of shares. So as in previous question I discussed that private limited companies are not allowed to invite the public for subscription of shares, right? So here option B is the right answer, right? Private companies are not allowed to invite the public for subscription of shares. Okay, let us move on the next question, and it says only dash companies can raise capital by private placement of shares. Okay, so only dash companies can raise capital by private placement of shares. मतलब प्राइवेट प्लेसमेंट ऑफ शेयर्स, प्राइवेटली शेयर्स इशू करके कौन सी कंपनी कैपिटल रेज कर सकती है? तो हमने अभी डिस्कस किया प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में कि प्राइवेट कंपनीज कैन रेज इट्स कैपिटल बाय प्राइवेट प्लेसमेंट, बट हियर क्वेश्चन अराइजेस कैन पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी also sell its shares through private placement? So answer is yes, right? Public company and private limited company, both companies can raise their capital by private placement of shares. Private placement of shares means selling shares to the close friends or relatives, etc., without publishing the prospectus, right? So here options are public, private, both public and private, and none. These are the options. So here both companies can issue, or both can companies can raise capital by private placement of shares. So here option C is the right answer. Okay, now let us move on the next question, and it says which of the following is are the advantages of private placement of shares? Okay, when company raises its capital privately without publishing the prospectus, उसके advantages क्या होते हैं, benefit क्या होते हैं? So let us see the options, and options are it is time saving, it is economic means it is cost saving, and option C says secrecy. So yes, in private placement of shares, secrecy can be maintained. Okay, so let us see the option once again. It is time saving. Yes, it is time saving. It is economic. Yes, it is economic. It means it is cost saving, and the secrecy can be maintained. So here option D is the right answer because all the three options are correct. Okay, so here option D is the right answer for this question. Next question says in dash the company allot shares at a particular price to the issue house or financial institution for sale to the public. Okay, so this is one of the method of raising of share capital. In this method, the sentence says in dash the company allots, company share allot करती है, allot shares at a particular price to the issue house or a financial institution. किसी एक बड़े इशू हाउस को या फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन को कंपनी शेयर्स अलॉट कर देती है और उनके ऊपर ये जिम्मेदारी रहती है कि वो फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन या इशू हाउस वो पब्लिक को शेयर्स देते हैं. Okay, so the sentence clearly says that the company allots shares at a particular price to the issue house or financial institution for sale to the public. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या होता है, कंपनी को डायरेक्टली सारे पैसे मिलते हैं क्योंकि कंपनी किसी एक इशू हाउस या बड़े फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन को शेयर्स एक साथ दे देती है और वो इंस्टीट्यूशन आगे जाके पब्लिक को शेयर्स इशू करते हैं या बेचते हैं. ओके, सो इस मेथड को हम बोलते हैं ऑफर फॉर सेल. ओके, ऑफर फॉर सेल कौन लाता है, तो ऑफर फॉर सेल लाता है फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन या ये इशू हाउस. ये दो वर्ड यूज किए जाते हैं. देखो सुनो, इशू हाउस मतलब जो इट कैन बी अ फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन और इवन इट कैन बी अ बैंक. ओके, जो क्या करते हैं, एक कंपनी के सारे शेयर्स लेते हैं, बहुत सारे शेयर्स लेते हैं एक साथ और वो पब्लिक को बेचते हैं थोड़े प्रीमियम वैल्यूएशन. ओके, सो इसे हम ऑफर फॉर सेल कहते हैं. सो ऑफर फॉर सेल कौन लाता है, कंपनी नहीं लाती ऑफर फॉर सेल. ऑफर फॉर सेल इज बीइंग बाय द फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन और इशू हाउस. Okay, so answer to this question, in offer for sale, the company allots shares at a particular price to the issue house or financial institution for sale to the public. Right? So here option B is the right answer. Right? Let us move on the next question, and it says in an offer for sale, the shares are issued to the public. Okay, so this question is also on the offer for sale. So हमने previous question में discuss किया कि in case of offer for sale, the shares are allotted to a financial institution or a issue house. Okay, and then that financial institution uh, sells its shares to the general public through offer for sale, right? So basically, offer for sale, the shares are issued to the public. So these questions options are directly, indirectly, privately, or all of the above. So here, uh, the shares are issued indirectly to the public, right? So here option B is the right answer. In an offer for sale, the shares are issued to the public indirectly, right? So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it is also on the offer for sale. The issue house or financial institution publishes a document which is known as dash to sell the shares to the public. So this document itself is known as offer for sale. Okay, जो issue house या financial institution जो document publish करते हैं उसे ऑफर फॉर सेल कहते हैं डॉक्यूमेंट. जब भी कंपनी जनरल पब्लिक को अपील करती है थ्रू डॉक्यूमेंट, सो दैट डॉक्यूमेंट इज नोन एज प्रोस्पेक्टस. बट जब ये फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन या इश्यू हाउस पब्लिक को शेयर्स बेचने के लिए अपील करता है, दैट डॉक्यूमेंट इज नोन एज और known as offer for sale. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says dash in dash shares are issued by a company to its existing shareholders free of cost. Okay, see students, this sentence says shares are issued by company to whom, to its existing shareholders and at free of cost. So these shares are known as like bonus shares, okay, or bonus issue. In case of bonus issue, shares are issued by a company to its existing shareholders free of cost. So these bonus shares are issued basically out of reserves. Okay. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question. Next question is also on the bonus shares. It says bonus shares can be issued out of. Okay, तो bonus shares कहाँ से issue कर सकते हैं हम bonus shares? It means company can issue bonus shares out of free reserves. Yes, company के पास बहुत सारे reserves है, general reserves है. So company can issue bonus shares out of that. company के पास securities premium है. बहुत सारा प्रीमियम है कंपनी के पास, कंपनी कैन इशू बोनस शेयर्स आउट ऑफ दैट प्रीमियम ऑल्सो. देन कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व, यस, आउट ऑफ कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व भी कंपनी बोनस शेयर्स इशू कर सकती है. सो हियर ऑल दीज थ्री ऑप्शंस आर correct. So here option D is the right answer, right? Bonus shares can be issued out of pre-reserves, securities premium, capital reduction reserves, etc. Okay, so because of that, bonus issue is also known as the capitalization of reserves. Okay, जो कंपनी के पास फ्री रिजर्व्स रहते हैं उसको कंपनी फिर से कैपिटलाइज करती है, कैसे? बोनस शेयर्स इशू करके, right? So for this particular question number 20, bonus shares can be issued out of uh, pre-reserves, securities premium, and capital redemption. So here option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question. And next question says who are the owner of a joint stock company. So we have discussed that shareholder are the real owner of the company. Next, who look after the management of the company? Again, the board of directors, right? So let us move on the next question. Those both questions got repeated because of some technical issue. Let us move on this question, third question. Every publicly limited company should have at least dash directors. Okay, so this question is on the number of directors. So every publicly limited company should have at least three directors. Okay, so here option C is the right answer. Right. Then next question says, according to Companies Act, the listed companies and public companies having share capital of rupees 100 crore or more. Okay, so this sentence says, according to the Companies Act 2013, the listed companies are those companies which has its shares listed on the recognized stock exchanges. Okay, so उस सारी कंपनी को हम listed companies कहते हैं. So this sentence says, according to the Companies Act, the listed companies and public companies having share capital of rupees 100 crore or more must have a woman director on its board. ओके, अगर इतनी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन दी है एक ही सेंटेंस में तो दिस सेंटेंस मस्ट बी ट्रू. ओके, सो हियर ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट आंसर. दिस सेंटेंस इज ट्रू. ओके, जिस कंपनी का टर्नओवर या companies having share capital of rupees 100 crore or more and listed companies must have woman director on its board, right? So this statement is true, so option A is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says, which of the following powers of the board can be exercised by it through the board meetings only? Okay, so the powers of the board of director which can be exercised through meeting only. It means to exercise these powers, there should be board meeting and resolution of the board. So first point says to make call. Yes, to make call, the board resolution is necessary. So it can be exercised through board meetings only. Second option to issue securities. Okay, it means securities, in as we know that securities include shares, debentures, and bond. So to issue securities, board resolution is necessary, right? And next is to borrow money. Yes, for borrowing purpose also the board resolution is necessary. So here all the first three options are right. So option D is the right answer. That is all of the above. Okay, let us move on the next question. Next question says, the directors whose names appear in the articles at the time of formation of a company are known as. Okay, so director whose names appear in the articles, जिनके नाम आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन में होते हैं, उन डायरेक्टर्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? सो दोज डायरेक्टर्स आर नोन एज फर्स्ट डायरेक्टर्स. ओके, उन्हें फर्स्ट डायरेक्टर कहते हैं. सो ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर. Let us move on the next question, and it says, as per Companies Act 2013, if dividends are in arrears for dash years or more, preference shareholder can vote on all resolution of a company. Okay, so see, this statement is contrary to the or traditional belief that preference shareholders don't have voting rights in general meeting, right? हमने पढ़ा है ना कि equity shareholders has all the voting rights because their capital is risk capital, but preference shareholders don't have voting rights. But as per Companies Act 2013, if dividends are in arrears, it means अगर preference shareholders पे dividend pay नहीं किया है, okay, dividends are in arrears for dash years or more, preference shareholders can vote on all resolution of the company. Here options are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So friends, here option B is the right answer. Okay, so here as per Companies Act 2013, if dividends are in arrears for 2 years or more, preference shareholders can vote on all resolution of the company. Okay, it means अगर preference shareholders को 2 साल तक उनका dividend नहीं मिला, okay, we know that preference shareholders get dividend at fixed rate. अगर उनको उनका dividend नहीं मिला, in that case 2 साल तक नहीं मिला, तो in that case they get voting rights and they can vote on all resolution of the company. Okay, so here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question. It is about the abbreviation SFIO, that is full form of SFIO. So it is basically Serious Fraud Investigation Officer Office. This is the direct question. So here option C, Serious Fraud Investigation Office. ओके, ऑप्शन में देखो सिलेक्टेड फ्रॉड इन्वेस्टिगेशन है या सीरियस फील्ड है, तो हमें ढूंढना है सीरियस फ्रॉड इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफिस. सो ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर. Let us move on the next question. It says, which of the following is not the future of a joint stock company? So it is on the features of joint stock company. Let us see. Artificial legal person. Yes, joint stock company is an artificial legal person because it is registered as per the Companies Act. Right. The next question says transferability of shares. Yes, the shares of joint stock company can be transferred. They can freely transfer. Okay. The next option is perpetual succession. Yes, it has long life. Basically, perpetual succession, it means it has a long life apart from its owner. Okay. So yes, all these three are the features. Next feature, fourth says unlimited liability. Okay, this is not the feature of joint stock company because we know that the limited liability is the feature of joint stock company. It means the liability of the shareholder is limited. Okay, because of this, the limited liability. But here, unlimited liability. So here, option D is not the feature of joint stock company, and that's why the option D is the right answer. Okay, question negative sentence था कि which of the following is not the future बोला था features. So unlimited liability is not the feature of joint stock company. Let us move on the next question. It says which of the following is an exception to the corporate veil? Okay, student, let us understand this concept. What is corporate veil basically? So basically this corporate veil is a concept, or it works like a protection wall which protects the promoter and the uh, personnel at higher level in the company from गेटिंग अरेस्टेड एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. ओके, तो एक तरह से ये प्रोटेक्ट करता है प्रोमोटर और जो भी कंपनी के बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं उनको अरेस्ट के अगेंस्ट. ओके, तो ये जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी में एक तरह से प्रोटेक्शन मिलता है, बट दिस प्रोटेक्शन इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन केस ऑफ, अभी ऑप्शंस देखना, ट्रांसफरेबिलिटी ऑफ शेयर्स, तो शेयर्स कैन बी ट्रांसफर, सो इन दिस इज नॉट एक्सेप्शन. इन्वॉल्वमेंट इन द इकोनॉमिक ऑफेंसेस, हाँ राइट, अगर कंपनी का कोई बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर या बोर्ड मेंबर या कोई हायर अथॉरिटी प्रमोटर किसी इकोनॉमिक ऑफेंस या इकोनॉमिक फ्रॉड में इन्वॉल्व है, in that case this the protection of this corporate veil is not available, and because of that this is the exception to the corporate veil. Okay, so here option B is the right answer. Which of the following is an exception to the corporate veil? So involvement in the economic offenses. If the person is involved in economic frauds and offenses, then the legal action can be taken against him. This is the meaning of this sentence. Okay. Let us move on the next question, and it asks dash is established by registering it with the ROC, that is Register of Companies under the Companies Act. So Options are one person company, subsidiary company, registered company, and unlimited company. So basically, registered company is established. Okay, we know that the company which is registered under the Companies Act is known as registered company. So here option C is the right answer. Next question says charitable companies are formed under dash of the Companies Act 2013. This is very important questions, students. See, because in old act there was a section 25 for the charitable companies, and now in this act there is a section 8 फॉर द चैरिटेबल कंपनी. बेसिकली जो नॉन प्रॉफिट मेकिंग कंपनीज होती है उनके लिए कौन सा सेक्शन है, इस पे क्वेश्चन है. तो चैरिटेबल कंपनीज आर फॉर्म अंडर द सेक्शन 8 or non-profit organizations are formed under section 8 of the Companies Act 2013. So here option B is the right answer. Next question asks us dash companies are created by special legislation of parliament or state legislature. कि इस कंपनीज के लिए पार्लियामेंट में एक्ट पास किया जाता है और ये कंपनी स्टैब्लिश होती है. ऐसे कंपनीज को हम स्टैट्यूटरी कंपनीज कहते हैं बेसिकली. Okay, so statutory companies are created by special legislation. Examples of statutory companies are LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India. This is statutory company or statutory organization. Another example of statutory company is the IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, RBI. Okay, these are the examples of statutory company जिनके लिए पार्लियामेंट और स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर में एक एक्ट पास बनाया जाता है, एक सेपरेट एक्ट बनाया जाता है जो कंपनी फॉर्म करने के लिए उस कंपनी. Okay, so statutory companies are created by special legislation of parliament or state legislation. Let us move on the next question, and it says dash means a company which has any of its securities listed on any recognized stock exchange. So this is direct question and easy. So option A is the right answer here. Listed companies means a company which has any of its securities listed on the any recognized stock exchange. Okay, listed company हम उसी कंपनी के कहते हैं जिस कंपनी के शेयर्स लिस्टेड है recognized stock exchange. Right. Let us move on the next question, and it says dash is the fundamental document in relation to the proposed company. Okay, so this question is on the fundamental document without which company cannot be registered, and this document is Memorandum of Association. So here option C is the right answer. Right, हर कंपनी को Memorandum of Association बनाना ही पड़ता है. Okay, for registration purpose. Without Memorandum of Association, company cannot be registered. Right, so Memorandum of Association is the fundamental document in relation to the proposed company. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question. It says nomination clause has been introduced in the case of dash company. So nomination clause, so in Companies Act 2013, this nomination clause has been introduced for one person company, right? In case of one person company, there is only one member, or for that purpose nomination clause has been introduced in the Memorandum of Association. So here option A is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says the dash are the rules and regulation of a company framed for the purpose of internal management. So we know that the article of association are the rules and regulation of the company framed for the internal management. Okay, intern. Memorandum of Association, it is for the registration purpose. It is the fundamental document, right? And prospectus, it is for the issue of shares, basically. Okay, so here option A is the right answer. Article of association are the rules and regulation of a company framed for the purpose of internal management. Next question says dash is usually a circular or newspaper advertisement published by the promoters after the formation of company to issue shares. Okay, so here important word is to issue shares. So we know that to issue shares, company issues its prospectus. Okay, through a option is sentence says dash is usually a circular or newspaper advertisement. Yes, prospectus can be in the form of circular or newspaper advertisement. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says in general term dash is a person who conceives an idea of incorporation of a company. So ऐसा पर्सन जो कंपनी को फॉर्म करने की आइडिया देता है या आइडिया जिसके माइंड में आती है फर्स्ट टाइम, तो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? प्रमोटर कहते हैं. सो हियर ऑप्शन सी इज द राइट आंसर. Okay, right. Promote in general term, promoter is a person who conceives an idea of incorporation of a company. Next is next question asks what is the full form of MCA. So this is direct question. Full form of MCA is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So यहाँ पे देखो Ministry of Contract, Ministry of Culture. So option A is the right answer. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Okay, let us move on the next question, and it says in dash shares are issued by company to its existing shareholder at discounted rate. Okay, यहाँ पे बोला है सर students to existing shareholders but not free of cost at discounted rate. So हम जानते हैं कि जो right issue होता है कंपनी का, it is for existing shareholders and shares are generally issued at the price which is below the market price. Market price से कम price पे issue किए जाते हैं, it means discounted rate. So here option A is the right answer. Okay, right issue के केस में existing shareholders को company shares issue करती है discounted rate. Let us move on the next question. It says in right issue the dash shareholders are given preference over outsiders. So this question is also on the right issue, and in right issue the preference is given to existing shareholders. This is direct and easy question. Okay, so in right issue the existing shareholders are given preference over outsider. मतलब existing shareholders को पहले shares offer किए. So option यहाँ पे D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says power of Securities and Exchange Board, Securities and Exchange Board to regulate issue and transfer of securities is deal under which of the following section of Companies Act. So power of SEBI, SEBI को power किस section के तहत मिली है? So SEBI has given power as per the section 23. Sorry, section 24. I got confused that 23 B. Okay, so here section 24. As per section 24, the SEBI has got the power. Let us move on the next question. It says which of the following section of the Companies Act 2013 mentions about the voting rights of the members. So कौन से section के तहत voting rights मिले? So it is as per the section 47. So here option D is the right answer. See students, for some important points you have to memorize the sections. Okay, like this section in question number 23, which section gives power to the SEBI? So section 24. Then which section gives voting rights? So this section is section 47, option D. Right. Let us move on the next question. Says shareholder are the real owner of a joint stock company. This is direct question. So here option B is the right answer. Next question says board of directors look after the dash of the company. So these are options are board of directors look after the management of the company. Right. So here option A is the right answer. Let us move on the next question. The initial investment made by Dash in his business is known as uh, capital. So initial investment made by the owner in his business is known as capital. So here option C is the right answer. Next question says registered capital is also known as, so we have already discussed this question. Registered capital is also known as authorized capital. Right. Let us move on the next question, and it says dash is a part of authorized capital which is offered for subscription. So authorized capital का part कौन सा? So it is issued capital which is offered for the subscription. So here option D is the right answer. Next question says subscribed capital is the amount of capital for which company dash application from investors. So company has received, may receive, will receive, has received, won't receive are the options. So here option C has received is the right answer. Okay, so that's it for this session students. Please do like our video and subscribe the channel. Share this video with your friends who are related to the commerce studies. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching.